The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Detroit Lions. The kicker, Jake Bates, has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field. And this return going to come to a quick end as he's belted at the end of that one.
Ravens take over first down, 27 yards.
Aldridge now throwing to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. You talk about this Lions defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently fourth toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First down, Ravens.
Go! Ready?
Off the bootleg, Aldridge. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Ready?
Here's second and 10.
Get it! Bronco 80!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
First down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Mikey, 18! Pass the 60! Pass the 60!
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. They set up the screen for Henry. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
And I've loved watching this unit on tape because throughout this season, I've seen them do all the right things. They're about as talented a group as I've seen, and they know how to stop the run.
That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zach Charbonnet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon.
For the extra point.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
7, Lions nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Jameis to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 26. 23 yards the pickup there.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
To throw, Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Black 25.
Jameis again. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Again, it's Winston. That's complete to the Porter. They're all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stakes, sets up a first and goal.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up a touchdown. Yeah, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now we got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for point the game.
I like that. Let's go and put it in a boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Sonny, ready. Blue way.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays. They also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Second down and 3.
Let's go now.
Off the option, here's Henry. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep your defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Hold the check.
These two teams all tied after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 32. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, strike.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They go play action here on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Aldridge. Looking left side and has got a man. That's Perez. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They find some open field here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Hold it ready. Get it. Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Lions' 30-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Ready.
Henry up the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
They're getting ready to go to work down prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Ready. Ready.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On for the Ravens field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes? Yes.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Ravens 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 54 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them attacking right here on this play. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll go down at the 20-yard line. Ford, the one to get to him and drop it. On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. And this one is right through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. pure, unbridled joy after that one.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Ready.
To throw is Winston. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
Lions 21. Ravens 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drop to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
You've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Slot man moves right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Aldridge. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. Feels like he can win every battle.
2nd and 10. Quickly completed to the right flat. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
19, 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
26-yard line.
Here we go. Strike. Go.
They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Come on. Come on. Hey.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here we go. Here we go.
Aldridge to throw. Operating from the gun. It'll go as a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
Press on in. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Kennedy Lions.
Looking to throw. Aldridge. And it was caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is helping good. And this is now a one-point game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a one-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. He's got room at the 30. And finally bring down at the 23. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Winston. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down.
Second and 5.
Ready. Green, triple, white 25.
Winston. Now he's going to step up and run. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Bates' kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Here's Aldridge. A final shot before break. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Now Winston. He'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun, Winston. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
White 25. Ready to go.
Winston now. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. Sack ball. Charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Black 22.
Throwing, Winston. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Ready. Black 25 behind.
Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Bates' kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Operating from the gun, Aldridge. Check down here for Henry. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Cowboy 80.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
First down.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be second down.
At the 36-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy at his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And 12 at the 43-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They set up the screen for Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a first and 10. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. They'll get this to Flowers, left side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Second and 6. We'll get that to Charbonnet. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
Brings up third and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on third and 3. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Off play action. Aldridge. And that nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a third and 7 ahead.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Fourth down.
Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up. hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
White 25.
Play fake. Winston. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
White 25. Hey, that's my man. I got him. Let's go.
Here's Winston. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35.
Yards on the play.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Green, triple team. Ready. Blue race.
Winston. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, that is incomplete.
And the receivers I know, they have a great deal of confidence. Usually they stand in front of the mirror before games and say, not 1 touchdown, not 2 touchdowns, but 3 touchdowns. Trying to turn this one into a big-time performance.
Ready.
To throw, Winston. That's complete to the portal. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21.
It's a gain of 14.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready. Let's go.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's Winston. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That is a big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Ready.
To throw is Winston. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Mike Green, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will get the lead up to 7. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will stay a 4-point game. Now, this was still going to be a 1-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And this time he's able to take it down at 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Ready? Get him. Go away.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Ready? Let him go.
Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down.
At the Ravens' 27-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Ready? Black, put it back behind.
They'll look to throw again. Montgomery, another targeted catch. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
Ready? Blue lady.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Second and 2, first down marker at the 8.
Ready? Black, what is that?
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And now here comes the third of their timeout. Defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Black 25. Motion.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger.
Ready. Blue way.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Ready. White 25.
Third and goal, the ball at the 11. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. Third and goal.
White 25. Let we go.
Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. Bates' kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted them.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind he's thinking, I'm going to get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready. 60.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught. Bateman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Here comes second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 42-yard
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A gain of
No timeouts. You got to go quick here.
And the Baltimore first down.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's a gain of 3.
Man, that could wind up being the key play of the ball game right there. Defensively here, you know they've got no timeouts. You've got to keep them away from the sidelines. Here, not only do they get the big yardage, but they get out of bounds as well.
He's back to throw. Now it's Petty. Can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
15-yard loss. It's second down.
Back on leading. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Lions 37, Ravens 23.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Aldridge looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll have a first down to the 45, but the tackle comes inbounds.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Ravens.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Aldridge's pass. A 7-yard pickup brings us second and
But what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Lions, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.